since the theme's anime, I was going to discuss weeaboos.
Right.
Or just anime fandom in general.
Can you explain for the non-weebs what a weeb is?
So there's like someone who's overly obsessed with anime. So like their whole life is like they've got posters of, characters on their walls, and they do the cosplay, and then like they want to move to Japan and marry some Japanese woman because they think they're like superior.
They basically want to be Japanese.
Yeah, how far is too far when it comes to like fandom, especially when it comes to anime?
When you have a name, like for that group, I guess.
When you can label them.
When you can label them.
Labels are Japan, so hot right now.
Yeah. In Japan, the word would be otaku for someone who's into anime.
Yeah, but is that the same as weeb?
I'm getting some weeb vibes from you, Dave, knowing that word.
What, otaku?
Oh, you see, in Japanese culture, it's called otaku. Do you think weebs know they're weebs? Or, like, are they aware of their weebdom? Are weebs proud to be weebs? Or...
Probably, yeah.
Is it like a derogatory term?
They might not be proud of the term, but they're proud of their interest in anime.
Where did it come from, the term weeb? Or weeaboo?
I don't actually know. I haven't actually looked into the origin of it.
I see you've researched this stuff.
Yeah. Yes. So what do you think, Dave? Hit us with your opinion.
Well, I think like it's okay to be a fan of something, but I think fandoms and your interest can go too far to the extent where your entire life just revolves around this one topic. In this case, anime, but it could be anything really. You could say video games, which is probably which I suffer from.
Yeah, I was gonna say like noticing a lot of similarities here with yourself. But if it's something that makes them happy, is it really bad? I presume a lot of these weebs can make money out of like cosplaying and like social media stuff. So it's not just a waste of human initiative. I think they can use their passion to actually fuel something productive. At least they're not like what you call them, the furries.
Oh yeah, not as bad. But they've got quite a strong fandom as well with all fan art and everything. So could argue the same.
I'm too old to understand them. But yeah, for weebs, I can kind of get it because Japanese culture right now is so dominant in terms of how much good things they output, like animation, games, books. Here we go.
Yeah, there's something like there's definitely a romanticism about Japan in general as well from an outside perspective.
Oh, the
like
food.
It's not.
The
food.
That's true. Yeah, everything.
The landscapes and everything. The cherry blossoms.
Yeah.
I think people go crazy for that type of lifestyle, to be able to go out and buy some fried chicken and to explore the cherry blossom streets and see a geisha in cosplay or whatever.
Oh man, the only time I was in Japan, we saw this geisha on the street, and I was like, ooh, damn girl. Finally seeing a real life geisha. I had heard the legends, and the dude turned around and it was a dude. It was the top 10 anime betrayal. Got tranny geisha.
They're commonly
just
dudes,
like in an anime.
They're probably common.
Aren't gay? Yeah, I think geishas were commonly men in the past. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Don't quote me on that one.
Ooh. It's bad mistake.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have nothing against weebs. I think it's kind of cute how obsessed they get with Japan. And I do myself have some weeaboo tendencies from time to time. I think a lot of, especially our generation, like the ones that grew up with. I know you guys watch Dragon Ball Z, but for me it was more like. Like, is Pokemon
Yu-Gi-Oh!
an anime? I guess it is. But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, there is an anime. It was a game first, but
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh was the shit. Yu-Gi-Oh changed my
Beyblade.
life. Beyblade, yeah.
I liked Digimon when I was.
Digimon
in terms
was
of anime.
lit. Yeah,
That was-
that's. I
that was my
preferred that.
favourite one.
I preferred that to Pokemon. The story was very,
Yeah.
very mature, but at times.
Yeah, it was a really good story.
Yeah.
Most series of Digimon had a good story, even some of their later ones.
Yeah, and
Like, quite dark actually. Like, the Digimon actually die and things, so it's quite dark for a kids anime.
yeah. I don't know how Japanese people would feel about weeaboos though. They probably, because they're so nice and like, yeah, they probably wouldn't. They just wouldn't mind it, I presume. It would definitely. I would feel cool if somebody was so into my culture that they like started
Yeah.
dressing up like Bulgarian people and read all our comic
Yeah,
books and
but
watched all our
dressing
shows.
up as Goku isn't Japanese culture necessarily.
I guess, but
Do
it's
a Naruto run and
yes, it's
wear a
definitely
schoolgirl
cringe central.
uniform.
Yeah,
But I think it was brought to the masses by Filthy Frank, right?
oh, I don't know.
He's the one
Dunno.
was he?
who, well, at least
I feel
to
like
my knowledge, he was the one that popularized the term
Yeah.
weeb.
Yeah.
I think his fans were already weebs anyway,
yeah.
even though he wasn't really into anime or anything.
I think
But
weebdom
he was
is much
Japanese.
older, but yeah, he definitely, in terms of making fun of weebs, he was probably
Yeah.
one of the godfathers of trolling.
Papa Franku. If you haven't watched Filthy Frank,
Oof.
probably don't.
Yeah,
I don't know how people
Listen to
would
Joji
react.
instead.
Yeah.
yeah,
They're,
that's a fair idea.
it's the same guy. I don't know how people nowadays would react to. Didn't they try to cancel him even though he was already not making videos?
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
his Filthy Frank.
They
role?
could do, yeah, because he said offensive stuff in his videos, so they're
Yeah,
cancelable.
yeah.
It's all comedy.
And I'm not sure about all the cringe stuff that weebs do, especially like at conventions and shit, like the Naruto runs as you mentioned, Dave. I'm not sure about that, but I can see how people can get obsessed with like good manga or good anime. They're quite addictive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they are,
for
they're
sure.
good.
I mean, there's just so much more room for like exploration when it comes to storytelling.
Yeah,
Like in
Exactly.
Hollywood, they're limited.
they just
I
have
think
one
Netflix
story
was-
really in Hollywood.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just all one
Yeah.
story retold.
Netflix was trying to break the mold with the types of series they were doing,
Yeah,
but then now they're kind of. I guess that some of the shows that they've bought lately, like Squid Game and stuff like that, are
yeah. The Korean ones are
a
great.
lot more interesting. Yeah.
I think it's anime and manga. They have such imaginative storylines. If you look at the most popular ones, none of them are the same as the other one. Like you wouldn't, because you can find like 100 Star Wars clones and I don't know, like
Yeah.
100 films about Godzilla, I guess, which originated in Japan, right? But that's my point. Like they had the first great idea, and then the West just stole it. Like what else did they? Well, they've been remaking a whole bunch of stuff, like Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
they're
the
remaking-
Matrix stole a whole bunch of stuff, right? From anime. Like those Wachowskis, they're weebs.
Are they?
Pretty sure because they quote a lot of Japanese sources as their main inspiration for the Matrix and their other films as well, like
I wouldn't be
Jupiter or
surprised.
something.
What about
Yeah,
I know it's,
There's a lot of. Yeah, go on, Dave.
I was gonna say is a Korea Boo. Have you seen the guy? I think Ollie knows him. The guy that changed his face. He got surgery,
man.
so he looks more like a Korean.
Are weebs confined to? Are weebs like international? Can you have Korean weebs and Chinese weebs? Is
I
it?
guess, yeah. They call them Korea Boos because people who are really into K-pop,
Yeah.
you know, are Korea Boos. Or Korean culture in general.
Yeah, if it gets to the point where you have to change your appearance surgically, it's too far.
Yeah.
You need stop it. Get some help. Need some help.
Yeah. What made me think of this was I saw a story saying that he's looking to get his dick size reduced so he feels more Korean. So not only is that
Wow.
offensive to Koreans, but
Such a humble
also
brag.
just strange.
Guys,
Yeah.
please send the
just so
surgeons. It's so
huge.
big. Yeah.
I don't feel like a Korean.
Also, what a shitty ass way to like. So you're a fan of the culture and of the people, and the main thing
You
you
just
do is
offend them all.
Yeah, offend them
One
all.
sentence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in one
Transracial.
surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Transracial, but that could be another topic.
Yeah, that can be another topic. But yeah, specifically in weebs, I think it's it can be one of the healthier obsessions, I believe, because it's mostly aimed at
Weeaboos.
it's mostly aimed at like art and like Japanese art and
Yeah.
Japanese
Oh,
culture,
oh,
which
Hold on. The weeaboo definition that I've seen is not like an interest for Japanese culture. Isn't it like an obsession where it gets to the point where they start buying body pillows of
oh
their favorite
okay.
Yeah,
anime
that's
characters?
it. They get those like
right.
anime character sex dolls and stuff like that. That's like
Yeah.
weird.
Okay. So yeah, so weebs are the ones that go over the top. Is that what the definition
Yeah.
is? Okay.
Yeah,
think
it's
so,
kind of
yeah.
like the furries of anime.
Oh, okay. I thought it's just people that are super hyped about Japan.
No,
Um,
not someone who's really
That's
into
just us.
anime.
yeah, that's just
Yeah.
us. Man, Japan is, such a nice country to be a tourist in. Never to, never to
Didn't work there.
live. Yeah, never to work there or live there. I guess, unless you're a fan of suicide hotlines or something.
Yeah, or just getting drunk every night and sleeping in the gutter.
Yeah,
Okay, with your
some
wife.
people like it. I guess a lot of career oriented people like it a lot.